Hello everyone, John.
And Ron.
Back with another video. So today we want to discuss a video that we had previously did and some of the comments that we had got on this video. Now we continuously get comments on videos that we've done in the past, and I always answer them, whether the good or bad. And I must say, to everyone's credit, the comments have been very nice. Every once in a while, I think I can count on one hand and have fingers left over the people who have been like snarky in their comments, and I get snarky right back because I don't care. But this one comment kind of resonated with me because I told John I understand where she's coming from for a certain perspective. I can understand both sides of it, but I want to read you what she says. So we put out a video a few months ago. It was called how we react to, well, we call it the N-word video, but it's how we handle things as an interracial couple and the N-word. And we've gotten, like I said, tons of comments on that. But this one lady commented, she says, "This scares me. I don't want to lie. I fear for my black mama's life. I hope the love is really genuine because I don't trust these white people, just saying." So when John read it, why don't you give your perspective on that, and then I'll follow up with how I feel about it.
Well, my perspective on it, basically, I can see where she's coming from because my ex-wife was white. And from that Seinfeld episode where he said, "You're a bad, bad person, Jerry." Remember that? You don't remember that part?
Yeah.
My ex-wife, she was white. She scared the hell out of me, so I can kind of see where she's going from that. all serious. That was just funny. I just couldn't help it.
Clearly.
Hopefully, if my ex-wife is watching, Linda, you know who you are. You're a bad, bad person.
Now on the serious side, please.
It's just so funny. I could have passed it up. I don't know, babe, because to be honest with you, like I said, I was in sales, so basically, even growing up, I had black friends, I had white friends, I had a few Spanish friends. I just never looked at any certain race of person and feared that person. Like I said, I've had issues with people, but it's never been because of the color of somebody's skin. I look at people's character first, not the color of their skin. So, for me, when somebody says something like that, like Ronnie says, she understands, and it's a little bit harder for me to understand just for the sole fact, like I said, I've had all different race friends, and like I said, I've never looked at somebody with those glasses where you basically just see the color and not the person behind, the color of their skin. I mean, it's just the way I am.
So, the comment kind of bothered me because it bothered me from the perspective that here's this woman, if she really feels that way, she's walking around afraid, I don't know, for her life or just being afraid around people or a certain group of people because of the color of their skin. Like she feels that a white person is out to get her or just out to get her. That's what I mean, it wasn't that deep, but that's what I got from it. And I think maybe I'm taking it a little bit deeper because I really do think when she says she's afraid, I really do think she means she's afraid. And it's sad to have to go through life being afraid of someone because of the color of their skin. That's anybody. So when I say I understand where she's coming from, because I had an uncle that was the same way. My uncle was born in 1920s. He went through the whole World War II thing, came back home, the whole gamut, being in the 20s, being raised down south, Jim Crow, laws against black people, all this kind of stuff. He did not like white people because of how he was raised and the elements that he grew up in. That I can understand. Can I say he ever really grew out of it? Probably not. But, as you get older and things sometimes change, I think he realized that not every white person was out to get him, but I understand that from where he came from. But I don't know what happened to her in her life that, she felt she had to say that. She said she's just saying, she says it scares her. I'd like to know, what is it that scares you about, is this any interracial relationship? I don't know her, so I know she's not speaking to us personally, but I think she's just making a generalization, saying that she's afraid of maybe any white person is with a black person, vice versa. Are you questioning their reasons for being with that person? Or are you questioning whether, if they say they're in love, that is genuine? Do you feel it can't be genuine? That's some of the things I would like to know. Those are questions out there that I would like answers to, because like I said, it's kind of a blanket statement. I understand where she's coming from, but on the flip side of it, it's like, I'm a little afraid for her. If you're really going around being afraid of someone because of, in this age, day and age, the color of their skin, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of sad, and that particular comment resonated with me, and I commented back to her, and it was like a long drawn out comment. She never replied to it, but I just felt I had to, because I wanted to know exactly where she was coming from, if she wanted to talk about it or something, what makes her be so afraid that if she sees a couple on YouTube, she feels she has to reach out and make that sort of comment. So, or maybe the comment was, maybe I'm reading it wrong, the comment was just in general as to what we were talking about, but I don't know, that just, I kind of hit home, and I felt like, we need to come on and talk about that. So someone else made a comment in reference to this particular video that I'm speaking on, and I think in that comment that we were, in that video, we were joking about me having a friend that was moving out of her apartment to get away from her boyfriend, and she had a certain time frame that she was moving, and we helped her move. And somebody that was watching her or whatever is probably going back to report her boyfriend, which is the reason she was probably moving out, to get away from him. Made a comment that, yeah, she's got a girl there helping her and a light-skinned black dude. And this got back to us, and we kind of joked about it, because we looked at each other and was like, who's the light-skinned black dude? It's like, oh, he was referencing you. And we all laughed about it because we thought it was the funniest thing. And in the video, I said we laughed about it, and it was a joke. Now, from that point on, between me and John, if he goes in, because he does landscaping, he goes to all neighborhoods in the city. Not all the neighborhoods are nice neighborhoods, not all of them are bad, and it doesn't matter what color you are. You're just going in and out of neighborhoods that may or may not be bad. But he goes all over the city. And I told him, I said, well, what are you worried about if you're going in West Philly, which there's certain areas of West Philly are predominantly black? I said, oh, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You're just a light-skinned black dude. And we laugh about it. That was a joke. It was a running joke. I think everybody who saw the video realized or understood that it was a joke. So I get this, it's always one person. So she felt as though she had to write a comment. And the comment started, and I'm paraphrasing because I really wish that I had took a copy of it, because she ended up deleting it after she said what she said. And I thought, okay, whatever. But I'm just going to, from what I can remember, what it was that she said, because I did write down a few things. So basically, she was put off because of the fact that John calls himself a light-skinned black dude. Number one, that's where she was wrong. She said he has no right calling himself a light-skinned black dude because he doesn't understand the black struggle. And because he doesn't understand the black struggle, he could never walk in our shoes. And he, being a white person, benefits from his privilege of being white, so he can never be down with the cause or never woke enough to understand what's going on in the black community. And she didn't feel it was cool that he called himself a light-skinned black dude. If he's white, just be white. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's how she ended it. So my response to that was, I'm going to ask you, did you watch the video? Because it really was a joke. First of all, we never stated in the video that John called himself a light-skinned black dude. We was referencing that to somebody else who looked at him and thought he was.
Right.
So it was
funny.
It was funny.
Right.
Do you get the gist? It was funny. She took it way around the corner,
down the block
and around the corner,
up the street.
Maybe because I'm with him, I'm not woke. He couldn't understand the black struggle. She went off on, her tantrum really, and a tangent about something that she totally misunderstood. And so when I broke it down to her, I said it was a video about the N-word and how we relate to it, and it was a video where we were joking about that. I said, don't misunderstand. He never called himself a light-skinned black dude. He doesn't walk around like he's a light-skinned black dude. We understand that John is white. He knows he's white. It was a joke. I don't think you understood it. Maybe you should go back and rewatch the video. I said, and there's a lot of things you're coming off with. You're just making a lot of assumptions or whatever on something that you misunderstood, and after because I went on a long rant, and I wish
she can rant.
I went on a long rant about it, but I had to explain to her and politely put her in her place, because I thought, I don't really appreciate you going off and talking about white privilege and all this kind of stuff. Where did you even get that from in the video? Did you even watch the video? And if you watched it, clearly you didn't understand it. So the comments that you're making aren't relevant and they don't make any sense. And I think a couple hours later, she deleted her comment. But she made sure she went back and left me a message, actually an email, saying something to the effect of, nobody is thinking that John is a light-skinned black dude, but okay, sis. I'm like, where you get that comment from? So now you're coming back after I told you what went down and explained it to you, bit by bit, like I explained it to you like you were a 2-year-old because you didn't understand the video. Then you're going to come back with, oh, nobody's saying that he's a light-skinned black dude. That's exactly what you said when you went off on your tantrum in the comment. So now that I set you straight, now you're coming back with, oh, nobody believed that. You believed it because you went off on your power trip about it, about how down you are with the cause. I don't appreciate shit like that, because number one, I don't like anyone trying to put me in a box or a bubble to think that because my husband happens to be white, I can't be down with the black struggle. Like I could walk anywhere and not be black. Like he could walk anywhere and not be white. So I don't understand people when they always say, "Oh, well, if you're with a white person, and you're black, you're not woke." Don't come at me with that stuff. Because you're loud and you're wrong. And when you were pointed out being loud and wrong, you didn't like it, so you got rid of your comment. And to me, that's like a coward way of taking it out. You should have just took your lump, and I had more respect for her if she came back and said, oh damn, I did misunderstand the video. Oh, now I see you guys was just joking. But no, you made try to come up with some power trip like you thought you was better than somebody else by trying to explain to him how he can't be anything other than white. John doesn't walk around thinking he's any other color but white. I don't walk around thinking I'm any other color but black. So what's your point?
Anybody who ever see me in my bathing suit knows I'm clear.
I tell him he's clear. But the point of the matter is, I'm I'm all for it. Hey, you can hit me with any kind of comments you want to, but to me, sometimes that was just so off the wall and just so stupid. Because
do you see, because when you read them to me, do you see like an underlining theme with both of them? They got different content in them, but they're so similar in the way both messages, at least this is what I get as a white dude looking in. Both comments are similar because both comments, even though it's different content, the end result is people judging or dividing people by race. And that's basically what it is. It's dividing people. The first one, she's scared. I'm thinking that when she says she's scared, she's talking about Ronnie, who she's scared for.
That's how I took it.
But to me, when I look at it, something like that, it's like, again, you think you're scared of her because she's with a white guy or white dude, and the second comment is the same thing. This woman was offended because she didn't like the idea that I was going around saying I was black, which I wasn't, but she was offended by that. What if I went around and said I was purple? Would anybody care? No, nobody cares. So it shouldn't make a difference really in the great scheme of things. If you walked around and said you were yellow, or you were blue, again, people are offended because when it comes down to color, and it's always, to me, that's probably the biggest hurdle that as a race, one race, the human race, we need to overcome, because you will never grow as a people until we stop looking and judging. And the fear, basically, that's like, I guess I would call it like fear mongering, but that's basically what it is, because people, you just got to kind of stop dividing one another by color. And that's basically what it is. It's like I always say, and I think I said that before, I judge people by their character. I don't judge them by their color.
I'm going to make this, go out on a limb and say this, but I joke about this a lot with John. I said, the only way we as humans will come together as a race of humans is if we're invaded by people from another world and it's us against them. Then it will be, we humans have to stick together to fight against the aliens that are trying to take over our world. Then it'll be one united front as humans to fight whatever. Now I joke about that, but I'm like, that would be the farthest thing. But that's the only thing I can think of that would make us think that, hey, we're all the same. We're all the human race. We only seem to band together when we're trying to fight somebody outside of what we think we have, or what's our ability, or what we are. So I'm black, he's white, I'm supposed to hate him, he's supposed to hate me, and we're supposed to fight each other. Why? Why does it have to be that way? But if somebody was trying to attack us as a race of humans, then we would be like, we got to band together, we got to do this. So I know it's a crazy idea. I mean, sometimes I sit and my mind goes, but you can laugh about it, but that would be the only way that we would come together as humans, if we was trying to fight off somebody that's trying to get rid of all humans. To me, it's just totally ridiculous. I mean, think about it. That when you think about it, it's like, well, damn, that makes sense. But I'm just saying, it shouldn't have to come down to something that weird and bizarre for people to just realize, hey, we all have red blood, we all bleed the same, we all are human, and we should be able to get along. Human race just happen to be different colors. Nobody's alien, not that we know of. But I'm just saying,
although I'm not sure what these little points are on your head, I don't know.
As crazy as it sounds, but you get my point. We need to just stick together as a race and not just keep dividing all the time. And I get so sick of hearing stuff and people saying things, and it's just like, just get over it. Can we just all get along? That guy Rodney said or whatever.
Yep.
Like that was new.
I got a sister and I got an ex-wife. Same color skin. Hate one another. Color skin has nothing to do with it. Unless you want to make it up here.
Yeah. John hate transcends color. He don't like you. He don't like you.
I don't really hate nobody. It's just that if I dislike you, we're going to keep our distance.
Yeah, right, because you don't need that toxicity in your life.
All that does, the hate factor just brings you down. Just you make your own self sick, worry, and get yourself all wound up about other people. I used to, before I met Ronnie, I could have an incident that happened, whether it's like a traffic thing, somebody in a car waves you off, gives you the bird, and I'd be like this. I go home, and my release at the time was, I'm going to go home and just, go drinking or smoking or doing something like that just to get away from the anger.
Oh.
Once in a while. Not too often. But anyway. So you always do that. Why you gotta bust on my concentration there? I'm older. I'm always searching for the right word. So anyway, what I'm about to say is I would go home and just dwell, and I remember things that happened in work. I'd be like all wound up and stuff like that. And I could go home and I'd be sitting there 1, 2 o'clock in the morning thinking something that happened in work that day, just keeping myself all wound up. And when I met Ronnie's like, you need to be able to let go, because she said the just the anger, the hatred and stuff that you hold inside you. The only person that hurts in the end is the person that's doing it to themselves. So like I said, the color of your skin, you're going to hate or dislike who you like, and nobody's ever going to change your thinking if that's the way you're thinking. But to me, it's not the hate for others. It's what it does inside you as a person to harbor that. And that's all I got to say about that.
I agree 100%.
Amen, Willie.
Love you want to love. If you want to hate, but I'm telling you just can't. It will eat you up inside. People don't really believe that, but it really does. And it'll manifest its ways and manifest itself in other ways, and you don't even know why you're behaving that way or why you're sick or whatever the case may be. I definitely do believe in stuff like that. So you really do need to let go of the toxic thoughts and behaviors and things like that, and just try to get along and live. That's all you gotta do. Just live your life the way you want to. The hell with everybody else.
Because what Sean would say, when you do bad things to people, that's my son. He said, you will get caramel. Sean spoke a little too much.
Yeah, he did.
We've already talked about it.
Unfortunately, he did say caramel.
He's a good kid, though.
And he was dead serious. And I told John, I said, wow, he's got to lay off himself.
Little too much.
He's got to lay off of it. Let it go. But, so I'm a firm believer in caramel.
Yes.
But he
only on my vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
And chocolate too.
That's not the right word. But anyway, I told him that's that fine education that John paid for.
Oh yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, he hates that. No. So all right, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
That's really what we want to do. Those 2 comments, we definitely wanted to come on and make a quick video about that and see what you guys think about it. Let us know in the comments, because like I said, I know I had some deep-seated feelings about it that I need to get off my chest. And like I said, I commented and to both of them, and the one that was dead wrong, she had to let her comments go because maybe she felt embarrassed. I don't know, whatever the case may be. Read before or watch, make sure you understand what's going on before you make comments. That's all I gotta say, because I will read you for filth. So that's it.
You mean? I don't know if I make any comments.
Listen, every comment that I read,
maybe I need to start answering comments.
Whether it's bad or whatever, we don't really get that many bad comments. I will check it off that I like it, because I'm just going to comment, because I appreciate you. Your comment is just that. Your comment. Your opinion is just that.
Right.
Your opinion.
And it's
I'm
good.
not here to change that.
And it's good to get positive. Because just think how bad it would be if everything was positive and there was no negative. You'd be bored.
Yeah, I like to debate.
So it's good to get varying opinions. You just want to make sure when you're watching a video.
And I'm not saying that your opinion or your comment is wrong. You're entitled to say, or feel any kind of way you want to, but I don't have to agree with it.
Right.
And I can, in my comment,
how long you been married to me for? 10 years.
10 years.
10 years, and we still don't agree. That's why we got bitch sessions.
We don't agree. What we do is we agree to disagree. Yeah, we do. We agree to disagree. I did that
since I was 2 in my diaper.
We agree to disagree. So we'll only go so far because I'm not going to keep beating you over the head with it. I'm not going to keep saying the same things
Agree to disagree.
Again.
Move on.
I'm just like, I said what I had to say. I'm moving on. You harbor somebody's feelings, you go and do that by yourself. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for the negativity. I don't have time to be taking all that stuff. And I said what I said. And that's all there is to it. Yeah. All right. So, that being said,
share, like, and subscribe.
Yeah, we're in my... So you don't see the normal background because what's going on with the basement?
Well, we got some stuff going on down there.
Fish heaven is going on down there.
Moving stuff around. We'll be back in the thing probably this week.
It's supposed to be our studio.
Yeah.
John's turning it into some kind of a national aquarium. So we can't be down there filming our videos. So that's why most of them have been like on the road. We're doing that. We do the road once anyway. But now we're up in my office because our studio is being overrun by fish.
I think we should do this Saturday. I have everything all cleaned up and neat. We could do a little video. Maybe we can do a quick tutorial on some aquariums. We got several nice ones. We got our guppy breeder aquarium. Got some live fungus and green.
You guys let us know in the comments whether you want to see his aquariums, because I don't know. He's got fish that swim in your hand or something. I don't know.
Oh, loaches.
No, he's got weather loaches, and apparently they just swim in your hand or something.
Really cool stuff.
He's got like trained fish down there, I guess.
And over the weekend, got a real good deal on a piece of African Java wood. It's like this big. Put it in my 75-gallon. I feel like I'm swimming in the Amazon.
I can't. Again, you let us know in the comments whether you want to see this stuff, because I'm like,
a thumbs up.
Yeah, please give us a thumbs up for anything. For anything, at least that. So, yeah. So we appreciate you guys watching, and as always, we thank you.
Share, like, subscribe, and God bless you all.
Peace and love. Bye, everybody.